Today is Wednesday, January 20th, and typically we'd have a 621 live moment, but we won't be having one of those today, but I wanted to give you a recorded message. Today, as we all know, is Inauguration Day, and there is some worry and some concern around those events. I just want to encourage us as things continue to unfold in our country and as we hopefully move forward that we're all able to remember that we all have a role to play in terms of issues of justice and civility and compassion and mercy. And I hope that we can keep the eighth commandment in front of us, which part of which, although it is the eighth commandment is not to bear false witness, part of the spirit of that commandment is to try and hold what another does in the best possible light. And I know for myself that can be difficult to do. We come into situations with our own biases and our own prejudices, and sometimes they can cloud our thinking and our reactions and our behavior toward others. But I would encourage us to try to respond with a spirit of love and compassion and as much mercy and forgiveness as we can in these times, so that we might move forward in this time in our country. Just a word from Scripture today. This is from Psalm 104. You wrap yourself with light as with a cloak, and spread out the heavens like a curtain. You lay the beams of your chambers in the waters above. You make the clouds your chariot. You ride on the wings of the wind. You make the winds your messengers, and flames of fire your servants. You have set the earth upon its foundation, so that it never shall move for any time. You covered it with the deep as with a mantle. The waters stood higher than the mountains. I think it's just a good reminder whose world we live in, that God has encompassed every single part of our world with God's love and grace and mercy and forgiveness. And today, a word from John Calvin, 16th century theologian and reformer, who wrote, "The creation is quite like a spacious and splendid house, provided and filled with the most exquisite and the most abundant furnishings. Everything in it tells us of God." Everything in the world tells us of God. And I hope that you have a good Wednesday evening, and I hope that the Lord blesses you and keeps you, that God's face shines upon you and is gracious to you, that the Lord looks upon you with favor and gives you peace. God bless.